Tonight, the sick and twisted secrets behind the doors of the million-dollar gated estate of a captain of industry. Police say they found evidence of kinky sex, drugs, and a stash of guns when they arrested Memphis technology mogul Mark Giannini, the clean-cut entrepreneur who neighbors thought embodied the American dream, was allegedly living a sleazy criminal double life. A mother of four told cops she went to his mansion for a job interview and was subjected to rape, violence, and unspeakable sexual humiliation at the hands of this powerful executive. But tonight, his lawyer is denying it. Good evening. I'm Jane Velez-Mitchell, coming to you live.
It's nauseating and it's terrifying.
And never thought he was capable of violence, let alone rape.
I've always known Mark as a wonderful businessman.
He gave her a drink while she was at his home.
Then raped her for hours and told her it was the job interview.
It's chilling to know that it's been happening here.
He forced the victim to swallow urine, feces, and blood.
They found illegal prescription pills and guns.
And bit her so hard that she started bleeding.
Grabbed her by her hair and kissed her.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors, I guess.
This unidentified mom told police Mark Giannini picked her up and drove her to his Memphis mansion. She thought she'd be interviewing for a housekeeping and office job. She thought she was meeting a well-respected, successful, and charitable businessman. That is the suspect we're talking about here. Now, back at that man's mansion, the woman told cops she was drugged, bitten, raped, and subjected to unimaginable things sexually that we simply cannot repeat on television, doing a 3-hour ordeal that he allegedly described as her job interview. The victim says she sobbed and begged to go home as he took her from his swimming pool to his bedroom. When detectives raided Giannini's estate, they say they found a massive stash of sex toys, nipple clamps, handcuffs, prescription narcotics, guns, along with drawers and drawers of ladies' lingerie, clothes and shoes in a whole variety of sizes. All the women's clothing and accessories makes me wonder, is this woman's horror story just the tip of the iceberg? Giannini's accused of aggravated rape tonight and selling controlled substances. His attorney told us he says he's innocent. But Brian Claypool, criminal defense attorney, I think we have to point out a couple of things. One, this man says he's not guilty. Two, owning sex toys is not a crime. You can own all the things, whether it's, shocking nipple clamps and handcuffs and blindfolds. I mean, is there a danger here of possibly taking some of this out of context?
Yeah, Jane, this is Ross Harris round 2. We have Ross Harris mania going on again in Tennessee. If you parse everything away, all the evidence you have right now, Jane, is her word against his word. None of the drugs that are found in his home, none of the guns that are found in his own home suggest that he raped her. His defense will be it was consensual sex. Now, let's back up. Jane, would you recommend to a young woman going on an interview to allow a man to pick her up and drive her to his home for the interview? That's not going to help her. Secondly, we don't even have evidence yet, Jane, of whether she went to a rape treatment clinic. Was she tested for being raped? Is there any medical evidence to show that she had vaginal fissures or lesions in the vaginal area? Do we have any of that? Were her clothes ripped?
Well, I hate to say it, but they'd also have to look at the anal area, if you know what I mean, because we can't get into the specifics of these allegations because they are so really rough that we can't get into them. It says here, okay, he made her this drink, this orange push-up, I don't know what that is, and told her the drink would taste like a pop-up. I don't know what that is either. Maybe I haven't been around enough. Okay, this guy then allegedly made her drink it, and she told him she was ready to go home. He told her, this is according to the allegations in this document, no, you're not. He grabbed the victim by her hair, kissed her. He then told her she tastes like cigarettes. He made the victim go to the pool house to brush her teeth and wash her mouth with soap. And my question is, hold on.
Right.
Why didn't she try to flee at that moment in time? That's the one thing that stands out to me.
Jane,
she was
thank
drugged
you,
up,
thank
that's
you.
why.
I was gonna ask Elizabeth and Simone this question. If you were in this man's house and he was doing that to you, and he said, hey, your breath smells like cigarette, can you go brush your teeth and get some mouthwash, wouldn't you run for the front door? Wouldn't you? Yeah.
Brian,
But
quickly.
yeah, hey Jane, I have another question though. If she was drugged, then how is it that she remembers every vivid detail of what happened during those 3 hours? That casts suspicion as to whether I believe that she was truly drugged. And to answer your question earlier, on the first meeting, she should have met him in a public place or at a true office, not at his home.
20 toothbrushes from the bathroom were seized. Some are wondering tonight, could this be the tip of the iceberg?